Good evening, punters. It's Connor 500 for our end of January statistics meeting at the Town Hall. Thank you all so much for coming along. You're all welcome. Your 365s, your Freds, your Paddies, you're all welcome here. I won't take too much of your precious time. We've only got two subjects on the agenda. The first one is advertising revenue, and the second one is the all-important month statistics. To start off, the advertising revenue, we've gone over $400 now, which is amazing considering it only started on the 12th of December. I think that's amazing. It's over 400. Everything is still within YouTube. Nothing has been withdrawn. I have been a little bit lax with a couple of the ID, because a couple of the IDs I need to send off. I'm going to get really proactive on that throughout February. But thank you all so much for that. Honestly, it blows my mind how you can even make money from adverts, but obviously you can, and it's all building up now. It's all building up. It's going to its allocated places. That's 50% off to the Children's Hospice, which was pre-agreed on a previous video. We've got 40% going to a channel competition. It was going to be every month, and it may still be. However, the first channel competition is going to be just before Cheltenham, going on to Cheltenham. So I believe we're going to have around £200 for the Cheltenham competition. So that's going to be good. It is all going to charity, guys. It is all going to charity. And then we've got the last 10%, which is going to two separate animal shelters. Right. The statistics. Lies, damned lies and statistics is a very, very famous quote from a man named Connor Twain. When I first heard that quote when I was at Ladbrokes, I first heard that quote ever when I was at Ladbrokes, and it didn't make sense to me at the time, because in my head I thought, well, a statistics is a statistics. You know, you can't, it's set in stone, you can't. But you start to realise statistics can be anything that the statistics maker wants it to be. I mean, just in the context of horse racing, all you have to do is miss a couple of big rule fours, or maybe take a cheeky back price, and you've got a set of statistics which is effectively worthless. So despite the fact that this is the most important video of the month, it's still worthless compared to your own statistics. And that's why I always tell you guys, prioritise your own statistics, write it down, and when you've got a town hall meeting at the end of the month like today, tell me them. I'd love to hear. If any of you have wrote down your stake, your returns, your return on investment, I'd love to hear it. Say it in the comments, even if it's been terrible. If you've had a terrible month, this is your time to vent. You know, if you've had a horrific month, and I want to hear what bookmaker you're using. If you're using a 365, tell me. Or if you're using an obscure one, maybe you're with an independent. I want to know, because my statistics aren't yours. Right, and I want my statistics to always be behind yours if you're using a major bookmaker. I want anyone who's using any major bookmaker to have statistics that are above mine as it goes. So it's not always going to work out that way on any individual day, because everyone's got different terms. But over the month, I do want you to be able to beat my statistics. Right. Also, if I've ever got it wrong, and I probably have, this is really my third set of statistics, it's my third most important, because I do a bit of work for a big football syndicate. I'd put that as my most important one. The second most important would be my own, and the third most important would be this. So if there is anyone out there who has got a little bit of time and they've got a good eye for this sort of thing, let me know. No doubt I'm going to get something wrong, whether that's on a rule 4, whether that's on one of these, no doubt I'm going to get it wrong. In the description box, give me a little bit after the video. I'm going to get all of the days on there as well. So if you do want to have a checkup, then that's go ahead. Right, total January statistics. The total statistics for the whole of January. Just to quickly say, we do normally do a half-time team talk on the evening of the 15th. I didn't manage to do it this time because I was moving house and also had a bit of a cold, so I just didn't manage to be able to do it. The total January statistics, the total of the whole month, it all comes down to this. This is what I say when there's no throwaway bets, guys, because if I do a few throwaway bets, I'm going to have to be stood here at the front of the town hall reading them out. I've got it as a total January stake of £16,010. So a total stake of £16,010. Remember guys, statistics is stats are for purely statistic purposes. Total stake 16,010, total return 20,640. That's a total profit of £4,630. Not pounds, sorry, there is no currency. And I make that a total return on investment for the month of 29%. Now that's easily beatable, I think, particularly if you're switching bookmakers. Anyone switching bookmakers can easily beat this. So total stake 16,010, total return 20,640, total profit 4,630, and that's a return on investment of 29%. We do have one user statistics here. We do have a gentleman who's kindly, for the last few months, been sending me his statistics. A gentleman named Marvin Goddard. Now for this month, Marvin Goddard had a total stake of 1,670, and he had a total return of 2,600. I do round these guys, I do round them. And so Marvin Goddard had a return on investment of 56%, which is wonderful. But guys, there was, I think, 2 meetings ago, the same gentleman, I think he'd lost a few hundred. It's a roller coaster, guys. So these stakes, the average grinder stake is only 5 a day. 5 a day. So if you ever see big numbers and you're thinking you're too small, the average grinder is only on 5%. I'm going to go through all of each of these days. I'm going to put them in the comment box as well. Actually, do you know what? What I'm going to do is just put them all in the description box, and then you can work out each day's. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm happy enough with it. On average, in the longer term, we're going to grind out 10-20%. Some months are going to be horrific. Some months are going to be great. It's all going to vary. But there's one promise from me to you. And if we make less than 5% return on investment for this year, there's going to be a £5,000 competition. I'm not going to be trying to... Guys, we've got 2 main rules on the statistics keeping. 2 main rules. First one is the 15-minute rule. If I upload a video and that price shortens within 15 minutes of the video going public, I take the lower price. So I can't just get extreme shorteners out there, because I'll be taking... So there's a 15-minute rule. And the other one, extra places, I will not take an extra place unless 3 or more of the 7 major firms are paying that place. The 7 major firms being the 5 high streets, Sky and 365. Let's wrap up now. Let's move on to February. Let's not look back. Let's look forward. Let's hope for another fruitful month, but you never know. Keep yourself well staked, seatbelt on, and most importantly, remember, it is just a game, guys. If this is becoming too much for you, don't hesitate to pack it in. It's just a game, and if the game's not fun, there's no... Do you know what I mean? I will see you all tomorrow for February. We're moving on. Take care.